problem.
Okay, as is. Well, good evening, Jon Anderson. Thank you very much for your time. You're a very busy man, and I consider it an honor and a privilege to talk to you, one of the founders of progressive rock genre, and yes, always was and still is my favorite band of all time. My name is Alex Driessen. I'm writing for Progwereld. That's one of the biggest and best websites in the field of progressive rock in Holland and Belgium. As I only have 15 minutes, so please forgive me if I start quickly with my questions. How are you?
No problem.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You look great, you know. You'll turn 80 if I'm not mistaken. How do you
Next
stay so
month, yeah.
young?
Well, I just been for my walk. I go for a walk for two
Okay,
hours and up the hill and down the dale, listening to music. Of late, I've been listening to True, of
of
course,
course.
and now I'm starting to re-listen to Sibelius, who's my favorite
Your favorite
composer.
composer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so life is good, and I have to keep healthy and get ready for next week. We go on tour again a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
in on the East Coast of America.
Second leg
But
of the tour.
yeah, very excited about the new album, True.
So am I. It took you some 5 years between your latest album, latest solo album, and the new True. What was the reason for that?
Well, I was busy working on a follow-up to Elias of Sun Hillow, and I have 4 hours of music.
Okay,
It drives me crazy.
that was back in
But
'76, wasn't it?
yeah, oh yeah. And of course, I'm always writing music, so I'm always busy. And I was on tour last year
Yeah,
with young people, the Academy of Rock, and we actually toured in Europe.
I saw
And
you
we were,
perform.
yes, it
Yeah,
was fantastic. These
fantastic.
kids were so
Absolutely,
cool.
absolutely.
And meanwhile, when I got home from the first tour, a friend of mine sent a video of these guys, this group, the Band Geeks, and they were playing Heart of the Sunrise, and I was mesmerized. I couldn't believe how good they were. So I got in touch with the bass player and said, "Why don't we go on tour together?" This is last April.
Okay.
And he said, "Are you sure? Are you Jon Anderson?" "Yes, I'm Jon Anderson." "Yes, I'd love to." So we went on tour after we'd been on tour with the teenagers. We went on tour with the Band Geeks and did about 12 shows last September,
Hmm.
and I think. And that was a success, you know, because I wanted to sing the songs I helped to write from the 70s. I was excited to do Close to the Edge and Awaken and Gates of Delirium. And of course, songs that most Yes fans want to hear. Yours is No Disgrace, All Good People, Perpetual Change, and so on. There's like endless amount of music. And at the end of that tour,
Yeah.
probably in November last year, I said to Richie, the bass player, I said, "Richie, we should make an album. Why not?" You know, it's like, so January, February, March, we made an album. And then we just been on tour last month again with the yes, you know, I say epics and classics.
Yep.
Plus, we would do 2 songs, 3 songs from the new album,
Okay.
which
Only
was
three
really,
album.
really great.
Only 3 songs, John.
Well, because, you know, the album's not out till now.
Okay. Okay.
So we think, I think this way. When the album comes out, which is now, people will find it and I hope enjoy. And so for the next 6 months, they will listen to it. And then when we go out next spring, we can play the whole album. And that's what I think.
That will be lovely, mind you. Because going back to the album, I had the opportunity to listen to it. I also wrote a review about it, and I'm gobsmacked, you know. It's an excellent album, really good. It's compact, it's sharp, it's modern, not too modern, mind you, but good songs with a punch and lots of melody, excellent players. And on top of that, your characteristic voice and your lyrics. A recipe for success?
Yes. I hope so. You know, the reviews are very strong,
Yep.
and I've done interviews around the world already: Brazil, Australia, Japan, and Scandinavia, and England, of course, and
Awesome.
America. So a lot of people just love the idea of the album, and that's all I need to know. I think just happy, very happy inside.
And so you should be, because everybody loves your music and you in particular. So I'm quite sure you did a lot of people a great favor by returning to the studio. Actually, was it a studio? Take me a little bit through the creation of the album. Did you ever were at the same place, or is it all done via exchanging electronic files as they do
I
these
was,
days?
yeah, it was done. We're all on the same planet, which is important. And the idea was the Band Geeks live in the East Coast. I live on the West Coast of
Okay.
America.
Yeah.
And so we Zoomed every Tuesday. We would Zoom, and then I would send Richie, who's helping to produce. He was a wonderful producer, as well as bass player, guitarist, and
Hmm.
singer, everything.
Hmm.
And he wrote "Shine On," and I sang along and worked on some ideas, and then we'd swap music. You know, I
Okay.
think it was very much in my mind, very much like being in Yes in the 70s,
Okay.
where I was with this group who were very, very connected, very happy, very couldn't believe how we were, you know, Yes was having success in 72, 73. And then we did Fragile and Roundabout. And, oh, life is brilliant, you know. That's the kind of energy of,
Yeah.
and like the Band Geeks, it was the same energy, excitement, you know, to make music.
Even though you weren't in the same room while you were making all this wonderful music. Because
True.
that's the real difference, isn't it, between right now and what happened back in the 70s?
Oh yeah, of course. The interesting thing was the Band Geeks studied Yes music and can play any song of Yes like
Hmm.
that. And when I went to do that tour with them last year, they had the whole show worked out. You know, Gates of Delirium, my gosh, Heart of the Sunrise,
That is
Close to the Edge, Awaken, and we still do it. And it's to me, it's like magic. You know.
because and this Richie Castellano you speak so fondly of, he is some sort of a catalyst for your music. Is that the way to um, express what's happening between you and him?
Well, we're like brothers in music,
Okay.
like I was with Chris, with Alan, Steve, all the people in Yes when I was there with Yes was like
Hmm.
brotherly appreciation of each other and joy of music and excited about the adventure of music
Yeah.
because, you know, we didn't stand still when we were in the 70s. We kept going. In the 80s, kept going and going. And then
Absolutely.
I got very, very sick. And so
Yeah.
I had to be somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. At one time, you're talking now about 2008, 2009, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where your health really declined. But you,
Yeah.
as I said before, you look good. And you're in fine condition, as is your voice. Do you
Yeah.
how you manage to do that? You know, do you
Well,
do any
I sing.
exercises or?
Yeah, I sing every day.
Okay,
I
thank
do.
God.
Inside, I'm singing all the time. And then during the course of a day, I'll come into my studio. You can see all the instruments and things.
Yeah.
And I'm writing new music. And I also have
Aha.
50, 50 cassettes like this full of music.
You still use cassettes, John?
No, 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 no. No, I put them in a box 10 years ago,
Okay.
12, 15 years ago, because I kept looking at them and thinking, I have to listen to this one again. I have to listen to that song. And then I found this one and I said, oh no, I've got another one, another one. They're everywhere.
The,
So
go-
it's like I have to be very careful what I listen to.
the golden vault of Jon Anderson,
Yes.
all filled with cassette tapes. Is that why? Because I hear a lot of let's say 80s, 90s, but also early 2000 in the new music. I hear bits and pieces like from The Ladder, from Talk. Am I correct in that assumption, or you see it otherwise?
No, I think you carry music. Once you create music, you carry it with you all your life, you know,
Hmm.
and in the subconscious sort of thing. So when I was writing an idea um, called Once Upon a Dream, that it started with a chant. I've got it here. It's enough to stick around looking for it. It's enough to challenge it, to look around. Once upon a time you were looking for, dance around it, tick-a-tie, tick-a-tie. It's a chant, you know.
It
And I
is.
made a video of me, not video, a recording
Yeah.
with a friend of mine, Jonathan Elias, a brilliant composer. And I sent it to Richie, and he actually was able to listen to it and realize, okay, we can go through this section, then something that he had written, and then another thing that I'd written, and then a middle section which was like very clear, nothing happening, just like
I
middle
get
of
up, I get down.
close to the edge. I get up, I get down, exactly,
That's it.
and just this, and then all of a sudden he had a singer friend that sang on it like an angel sounding,
Hmm.
and I started singing, and then the next part was I'm singing another idea. I was thinking about the idea the other day. It's like it's a mysterious idea. I know I can't read it now, but it's a mysterious song, you know, Once
It
Upon a
is.
Dream.
It's
Because initially it was Once Upon a Time, and I said, no, no, Once
yeah,
Upon
yeah,
a Dream.
yeah.
And a
Because once
beautiful
upon a
guitar
time,
solo.
yeah,
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah,
beautiful guitar solo
yeah,
from Richie at the end,
yeah.
like that.
This
And it's
this
16 minutes long. It's beautiful.
it is. It's a true epic, isn't it? You've
Yeah.
managed to create a beautiful piece of music again, and that will amaze people throughout the globe. I'm quite sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. So next spring, next summer, we'll come to Holland and
Is that
Scandinavia.
is that a promise? Because nothing has been disclosed yet of any
No,
throughout
we
Europe.
don't know. Yeah, we have an agent, and he said,
Okay.
"Oh, people in Japan want you there, Hawaii, and then Brazil and South Africa." And I'm saying, "Wait, can we go to Europe?"
Yes,
So
please.
yeah, don't worry, it'll happen, you know.
Okay, okay. So back to the UK and Holland and
Yeah,
Western Europe. Okay,
yeah,
that
yeah.
would be lovely.
That's what your dreams are like. You dream them, you think them, and then you hope everything will work out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a lot of my questions were already answered you before I had the chance of asking them.
No, you can
Um,
ask. It's
okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah, that's it's quite all right, as a matter of fact. Look, going back to this time that you played with this Paul Green Academy, you know, all these talented youngsters last year.
Yeah.
I was gobsmacked by it, you know. It was like, how was that? Those guys could have been your grandchildren. I mean this with all due respect, mind you.
No, 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 no. But it's interesting that years ago, 25 years ago, I was on tour with Yes at Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and I came off stage, and there was these about 12 kids with School of Rock T-shirts, you know, And I said, hey guys, School of Rock. Yeah, cool. And then this guy comes to me, Paul Green, and says, I'm Paul Green. I'm working with these kids. They're really talented. I said, yeah, they got a nice t-shirt. And he said, would you like to come to Philadelphia and work with these young musicians? I said, no, it's okay. Thank you. And then about 2 weeks later, he sends me a recording on cassette of them playing Heart of the Sunrise, which coincidentally is what was
Again,
sent to me for the Band Geeks.
again,
So
yes.
20 years ago, Heart of the Sunrise cassette.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Paul, and he said, we're in Los Angeles next Monday. Can you come down and sing Heart of the Sunrise with the kids? I said, yeah, why not? And that's how we formed a friendship. And then that year I worked with the young musicians. And then a year later went on tour, and then a tour 3 years later. And about 5, 6 years later, we did another tour. And then just last year, he changed the name to the Academy of Rock.
Yeah.
And the kids were still incredibly talented. So it's a gift for me to sing with them.
And the gift for them to be playing with you on stage, Progwereld. You had that name bestowed on you, wasn't it? That honor a couple of years ago. So, but it must have been mutually beneficiary for the both of you, for the youngsters and for you.
Yeah, yeah. The youngsters from 20 years ago are now in music,
Absolutely.
still carrying on.
Yeah.
And a lot of the kids from the last year's show, they are in music schools in Boston, in Chicago, in Los Angeles, in New York. They're still carrying on their creativity.
It's great that you could do that. Yeah. There's a question that's been burning on my lips, and I don't even dare ask it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Is there any a chance that there'll be a reunion with you, Rick and Steve? Or should we keep our mouth shut forever and don't talk about it at all?
You never know in this life. You never know. The moment I'm very excited with the Band Geeks.
Of course.
And I even said to Richie one time, if we do play London, I could ask Rick to get on stage for a song or something,
Okay.
or Steve, get on stage for a song. But you never know in this life.
Okay. That'll do for now, John.
Okay, I wish you well.
Okay, thank you very much, by the way. Thanks for your cooperation. I very much enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the near future in one of Europe theaters. And I wish you
Okay,
all the best. Good
thanks,
luck.
Alex.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye, John.